Hey everyone, so I was on my way home from work today a little bit early. Somebody at work potentially was in contact with somebody who had COVID, so I was sent home since I was in close proximity to this person yesterday, and had to go get tested today for COVID. So yay for that. Not worried about it. This is definitely going to come back as negative test results for all of us who are there, so that's not an issue. But I know I should cover my face so no one even gets sick. So I keep looking at my screen, which is actually over on this side, so I'm trying not to do that. But so I felt the need to stop on my way home and talk to y'all for a moment. Really kind of hard for me to say this because just thinking about it actually had me a little worked up. Um, I've been let's start with this. Um, if you've been called, then answer the call. If you've been warned, heed the warning. If you've been called to warn, then warn. That's what it is, people. Whoever you are that needs to hear this, listen. I've I've been having a lot of dreams lately. Um and a lot of things have been revealed to me through these dreams. One of the in these things that these dreams I've been having, I'll have this dream and then I'll be thinking about it, pondering it, going, what's going on? And within a few days, I see something on YouTube that has to do with this, or I read an article that had to do with something very specific to my dream. And just to mention a couple of them, I'm just going to mention two things specifically. One dream I had, I can't remember the whole dream right now. I had it written down, but in my dream, I had this sword, extremely sharp. I mean, I held it out at one point in the dream. I was directed to hold it out to my side, and I dropped this and let go of it. And I did, and it sunk into the concrete just from dropping it. It stuck straight up in the concrete, just sank into the concrete. It was so sharp. But I lost the sword, and I also was misusing the sword. Before I lost the sword, I was misusing the sword, and then I couldn't find. And then after that was resolved, I couldn't find the sword. Instead, I kept pulling out pocket knives. Some of them were very sharp indeed. But I had pocket knives, not the sword. And this sword that I had, after I pulled out all these pocket knives, and I couldn't use them. They were sharp. Some of them were very sharp. In fact, one of them was so sharp I dropped it and it chipped the concrete. But it didn't stick in the concrete. It was just a knife. It wasn't a sword. But the sword was returned to me. It was about 2 weeks later, actually, after I had that dream, I was reading something. Just an article. I was not even trying to locate it. I was on YouTube and I was kind of scrolling through like suggested videos or something. And it wasn't even a suggested video. It was like just a little article written by this person. And it had to do, the first thing it talked about, the very first paragraph, which what caught my attention, is it said something about swords and knives. And I'm like, swords and knives, that's interesting. And I just started looking at it. And it had to do with, like, as I'm looking at it, the Father started telling me, Israel, this is what you need to see. The knives. People are using their words to cut up other people. They're not ready to fight. They're just going to cut. They're just going to cut deep into other people. They're taking their words and they're misusing their words. They're not ready to fight. These Christians, these believers, all these people out there that are not ready to fight. They're using their words to attack other believers, other Christians, other groups, whatever it is. They're wasting their time. It's hurting others, and it's not accomplishing the goal that's set before them. There's a sword that's been given to you. It's a sword. It's two-edged. It's sharp. It's made for a weapon. Quit using your words to hurt people. The Bible is a two-edged sword. It talks about it. It says the word of God is a sword. The word is one sharp side. It's one sharp side. When you put that in your mouth and you speak words from the Bible, it's a second sharp edge. The words from your mouth, when you're misusing them, when they're your own personal words, when you're just blurting out things, they're sharp. They're sharp and they're cutting. It's a knife. It's a sharp cutting knife. The words from your mouth. But when you put His words in your mouth, you've got a double-edged sword. Something that's designed to be fought with, people. Come on. It's designed to be fought with. His words are a weapon. Your words, your own personal words, when you're using them to destroy, are simply used to destroy. It's a pocket knife. It's not what it's made for. You can't fight a war with a pocket knife. You can't fight a war with a 3-inch folding blade. You can't do it. Sorry. Okay, so the second thing I've been seeing in dreams a lot, I had a lot of dreams about this, is water. And I mentioned to somebody at work that I was having dreams, this reoccurring dream, and he said, oh, it's funny, a lot of people have been having dreams about water lately. And I'm like, huh, that's really bizarre to me, really kind of strange and unique all at the same time. But in my dreams, there's always a warning. Whether it's me shouting the warning or somebody else shouting the warning, there's always a warning given. And some people flee, and some people don't. Here's what the dream is. And it's, in my dream, I've had about 4 or 5 different dreams. They keep reoccurring, but they've all got the same general idea. There's a valley on the edge of an ocean or a large body of water, whatever it is. And people are in the water. People are on land, sun tanning, or just hanging out playing volleyball in some cases. And the water starts getting choppy. Some of the people, like in some of the dreams, it's like actually on the edge of an ocean because there's people surfing in there. It's not all the time. I'm sorry, I keep looking away from my phone because I get distracted by looking. You guys can't see it, but looking at my face right here. So right now I'm looking at my face, and that looks way off. When I look at the camera here, then I can feel confused because I can